Welcome to Citizen Concerned, where we remind you to beware of the comrades. I'm Ekurhuleni. Please subscribe and follow, like and comment, share and repost. #SmartVoters, #Citizen Concerned. This man just praised himself and his party for the increase of poor people in the country.
In 1999, only 2.5 million people had access to social relief. In other words, they got some social assistance from the government. Today, more than 18 million South Africans in our country receive social relief from the government. The SRD grant introduced during COVID, the 350, has increased the number by another 8 to 10 million, meaning that easily 28 million South Africans get assistance from the ANC-led government to deal with poverty. That is one of the great achievements of our government, to help our people to deal with poverty. Amandla!
He wants us as South Africans to praise and applaud him, vote for him and his party, because there are more people who receive charity from the government. President Ramaphosa wants us to be happy that you and I as taxpayers are funding the lives of other people's children and other people's parents. He wants you and I to be glad that we cannot take care of ourselves, our children and our parents, happy to be receiving handouts from other people's taxes. A sensible president who is on a mission to improve the lives of the citizens should be embarrassed about these statistics. Yet this president wants the citizens of South Africa to be happy that the people who cannot find work, people who cannot feed themselves and their loved ones, have multiplied 11 times. From 2.5 million citizens to 28 million citizens. The population of South Africa in 1999 was 46.6 million people. Since he says 2.5 million people were on social grants back then, it means 5.4% of our people were on social grants. Now we are in 2024 and the population of South Africa is 61 million people. According to President Ramaphosa, his ANC government is now giving more than 28 million people grants every month. And he's saying it so proudly. He is proud that the number of people without the dignity of independence, without appropriate sources of income, has increased from 5.4% to 45.9% of our population. From 5% of the population being in poverty in 1999 to more than 45% of the population in 2024. If we continue like this, 90% of us will be receiving grants in 20 more years. And the president will be even prouder of himself for those disturbing statistics. This is like a father who is proud of giving pocket money to his adult children. A father who buys groceries for his 30-year-olds instead of getting them work. A father who clothes and feeds his 40-year-old children not because he wants to and has an abundance, but because his children cannot do it for themselves and it is the father's fault. Is this man sick or something? Is this something to be proud of? You want us to elect you because during the ANC government, more people have gone into poverty. What is wrong with you, comrades? People need jobs, not handouts. Is that so difficult to understand? He wants us to be glad that the government is spending 22 billion of our hard-earned taxes on charity, not on building roads or houses or building hospitals or schools. This is money spent on feeding able-bodied, unemployed, sometimes even qualified people. If the ANC stays in power, the number of SASSA beneficiaries is going to increase. So please do the right thing and vote the ANC government out of power in the 2024 elections. Please, please, please. Let me be clear. Mr. Ramaphosa, SASSA grants are not something you need to be proud of. The number of SASSA grants needs to decrease over time, showing that you are empowering people instead of disempowering even more people. An increase in the number of impoverished people in your country is nothing to be proud of. Be ashamed. You can't be proud that we are beggars in this country. Have some sense. President Cyril Ramaphosa also tried to brag about the employment rates of South Africa. Look at this.
When we got into office, there were only 8 million South Africans who were in formal employment. Namhlanje, we have 16.7 million South Africans who are now employed. And this happens because of the management of the economy by the ANC-led government.
What management of the economy? Let's put this clearly. So you, the ANC, got into office in 1994. The population of South Africa was 43 million people at that time. There were 8 million people employed. That means the percentage of people with work at the time was 18.6%. Now, 30 years since then, the number of people employed in South Africa is 16 million people, and our population is 61 million people. The percentage of our people with jobs is 26.2%. So the percentage of our people with jobs has failed to double from 1994 to 2024. Yet from 1999 to 2024, the number of South Africans needing assistance to buy bread has multiplied by more than 10 times. That is from 5.4% in 1999 to 45.9% in 2024. Do you honestly think that that is something to be proud of? South Africa, we can't keep on